Hey everyone, welcome. This is Diana Rowan, and I'm excited to, yay, see so many people already in here. Welcome, welcome. Hey everybody. Oh, how wonderful. Yeah, great to see you all in here. Welcome, Jennifer, Suzanne. Suzanne is coming in a little bit later, I think. Esme, welcome from Canada. Cool. Esme, you are a founding member of Bright Knowledge Harp Circle, and you're continuing on to Spiral 2. So yeah, if you want to jump in on any of the comments here, we're going to be getting probably a lot of questions about Bright Knowledge Harp Circle, because as you know, the doors really do shut on July 15th. The reason we do this is because we really focus deeply with our members once those doors close. And if people are kind of coming in late and different times, we don't get a chance to bond and focus. So yeah, so that's why we have this push right now, to let you know about the Bright Knowledge Harp Circle, because come July 15th, you won't hear about us for quite a while. So we really want to let you know what we do here, the magic that happens in the circle. So thank you, Esme, for being on. And Nita, welcome. Hey, Kate. Kate, lovely to see you. I think we live close by. Marcy, new to the group. Welcome, Marcy. Hey, Nia. Susan, yes. Let's see what Susan says. Looking forward to tonight's session. They are so informative and inspirational for a new harpist, learning so much more than just how to play. I feel like I'm living a harvest life thanks to you. Thanks again from Boston. And thank you, Susan. Definitely, harp is my passion. And then with this incredible community that is gathered around in the Bright Knowledge Harp Circle, I mean, we just do magical things. So I think between all of us, yeah, it's far beyond just playing the harp. And it's also playing the harp in a much deeper way. So it's the idea that we are almost like a mystery school for harping, where we delve into what are the real things that need to happen in order for powerful playing to take place, for transformational playing to take place for yourself and also for your audience if you choose to perform. It's a perfectly valid route to have to choose to just play harp for yourself. I find that a very laudable route. If that's what your path is, definitely there's a place for you in the circle. And if you're a performer, we have loads of performers in our circle as well who will be able to help you out and give you guidance. So Gloria, welcome. Hey, Diana. Kathy, welcome. Welcome, Janet Macon. Welcome. Dawn, Sally. Hey, everybody. Hey, Richard. Good to see you. Yeah. And Mia is asking a great question. Is it only included to have a pedal? No, actually. I am actually a committed lever harpist. I was taught by a pedal harpist because I very much admire pedal harp technique. But regarding the actual tone of the harp, lever is where my heart is at. So you'll find harpists playing all different kinds of harp in our circle. I am actually I'm a lever harpist. Yeah. So definitely pedal is addressed in our circle too. Okay. All right. So welcome everybody. Macon, are you having trouble getting the video feed? Just want to check on that. Okay, and let's get our subject up for today. Welcome, Mary. Yes, you are so welcome. And thank you for being part of our community and being a support like that. Together we all are making this happen. This is very much a group effort. So I am here to answer all your questions about Bright Knowledge Harp Circle, because as I mentioned, we do close the doors on July 15th, and we close them very firmly. So this is kind of our opportunity to jump in. So I have a question from Dawn. Is there a limit to the number of members in the circle? There's not necessarily a limit. as you can see, I'm very specific about what I talk about. We're very much about a system, as you know, the 5 steps and the 5 elements. And we come from a place of music as a very deep thing. So right there, this in a way narrows our audience, but makes it more powerful, in my opinion. You know, those are the people I want to work with. So in that way, there's a limit to the number of members. We have a very specific mission of having harpists reconnect with their purpose on a very, very deep level, and then actually following through with that with specific goals and practice plans. And, you know, we hold your hand as you actually create those practical things in real life. So we're not just about, you know, inspiration and feeling good. I'm all about feeling good. And in fact, we will talk about step 5, which is fulfillment today, which is feeling good. But, you know, we are also about really just getting practical results in the world. I'm a full-time harpist, and in this day and age, that is no mean feat, let me tell you, you know, and it requires very practical approaches in many ways. As you guys might have heard, I'm preparing for some big performances this weekend at the San Francisco Opera House. I had a rehearsal last night for another group and a photo shoot. There's a lot going on. So how to manage all this stuff on a practical level, I get that too. So the Harp Circle, we work on a deep level and an extremely practical level too, I have to say. Hey Kyle, late to the party, but you're here. Yes, you are in Germany, I think. Yeah? Welcome, Kyle. Fun to have you. Late night sessions. And so, Kate is saying, this community is becoming more important as I go. Thank you so much for all your support, Diana. You are welcome, Kate. It's lovely to have you with us. Okay, so finally was home for one of these sessions. Yeah, welcome. I'm glad you're with us live, Joni. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about our topic today. I will be taking questions about Bright Knowledge Harp Circle as we go along. And I also want to talk about step 5 of our Bright Knowledge system, because as you know, we have the 5 steps and we've worked through 4 of them so far, and the last one is fulfillment. So fulfillment is a real step, and it's a step that I ask my members to go through because we don't take time in our society to stop and feel gratitude for where we're at and what we've done. I have so much more to say about this, but let me try and be very, very brief with you right now. I feel like because people don't pause and take stock of all the good things about themselves and what they've achieved, they run into severe burnout. They run into a situation where they're feeling like there's never enough time, they haven't done enough, their achievements aren't good enough. And I even find the pressure of that on myself sometimes. I feel like I put that on myself. I achieve something, then I'm immediately into the next goal. It's like, wait. Step 5, fulfillment. This is where you stop and you actually meditate in gratitude about yourself. So just right off the bat, I would love to hear what this sparks for you. Because I think many of us feel like we don't have time to stop and give ourselves some gratitude, give ourselves some love, because we don't have enough time. We just have to keep driving on. So I'd love to hear, have you felt that? Are you still feeling that? I mean, I literally have to, because I have the system, I have to say, okay, look, stop and start filling that well of gratitude. I know if I don't stop and feel that gratitude about myself, and I'm not talking about external circumstances, I'm glad I live in this place, I'm glad I have this harp. These are wonderful things to be grateful about, but I'm talking about being grateful for yourself, for the qualities that you have, for what you are, and what you've done for yourself. So is this something that you feel comfortable with? Do you feel like it's a legitimate thing to do? Or is it a fluffy thing and a waste of time? Let me know what you think. I think it's so, so important, because if you don't spend time in this gratitude for yourself, it leads to burnout. And once you're burned out, chances of being creative are tiny, next to nothing. So sometimes when we don't feel motivated to play our harps and we're sort of burned out, it's that we haven't actually taken stock of all the great things that we have actually done with our harping for ourselves and who we are on a basic level. I do think it's really important to pause and feel that. We had talked about self-trust last time being so important for creativity. When you stop and start filling your well of gratitude towards yourself, that's also building your self-trust. All these things are connected. And then further, you know, when you're burned out, your resilience is just way down. You know, one mistake on stage feels awful. You know, a bad lesson with your teacher is devastating. You know, little things become unbearable. And that is just because you have no resources to draw from. So I literally visualize a well, like you're filling up a well of gratitude towards yourself, and that you're going to draw on. You are going to make withdrawals from this well because things are going to happen in life, and you want to be able to withstand them easily. And when you've worked on your step 5 fulfillment, you will have much more to draw from than if you ignore this step and just barrel on to your next goal. So Masayo says, I think it's important to take a moment to be in gratitude. We can't be rushing around. We can't be rushing around and be creative at the same time. This is so true. This is why you see also many artists will go on retreat, you know, in order to be creative. So they're taking away their distractions so that they're not in a rush. Now, in day-to-day life, we oftentimes don't have time for that. So it's really important to take this step 5 as sort of your retreat. And you can take micro retreats during the day. So Kathy said, this is kind of a long one. Oh, good. After, it didn't cover up my face. Sometimes the comments are so long, they take up the whole screen, which is really fun. I always come back and read them. After completing Deborah Hansen's Conant's year-long Harness Your Muse program, I actually had to take a break. Even though I felt I must immediately push on, I simply could not. I had to replenish the well. Yes, thank you, Kathy. Evidence that this is a thing. So you did your step 5, right on. And I bet you came back stronger than ever because of it. Now, Dawn says, I struggle with that gratitude, even though I know I should take the time for it. Recognizing my own burnout has brought me to changing my ways. I'm glad, Dawn, that things are changing for you. So in our circle, you know, we spend a whole month actually in the fulfillment period where I really encourage everybody just meditate in gratitude on yourself. Fill that well. And so I don't assign anything during that time. You know, it's in fact the assignment is the filling up. So. And then Jillian says, welcome, Jillian. So Jillian is our wonderful community manager. She's a wonderful performer and singer and harpist. And what she does is really make sure everybody in our circle is always seen and heard. I'm always in the circle, but I'm not awake 24/7. So sometimes it feels like it. But Jillian is in there as well, making sure everybody is really, you know, witnessed and taken care of. And we also have Jocelyn, who is our other community manager. So Jillian says, love, love, love the idea of micro retreats. It's the only thing sometimes that keeps me sane in my well full. Yep, yep. And Richard says, this comment is just about big enough. That rings true. Gratitude is so important, right? I can be so immersed in the desire to play better and compare myself to those musicians who I admire that I forget to appreciate and be grateful for the privilege of playing this beautiful instrument. I also need to accept the words of those who thank me for giving them the gift of music. Oh, what an important point. So I remember someone gave me a compliment and I kind of blew it off. I used to be uncomfortable with them, you know, and I blew it off. And the person said, you know, stop a minute. I just gave you a gift. And when you blow it off like that, it's like you're rejecting my gift. I said, oh my goodness. And I saw a whole new way of looking at it when people thank me and give me gratitude. I'm like, that's a gift, you know? So yeah, thank you, Richard. That's lovely. And Jan Joy said, it is a challenge after you complete a goal to not think about how could it have been better and just be grateful you were able to accomplish it. But then how do you get to the next level that you're speaking about? Great question, Jan. So it's really important to fill that well because you've gone through all this work of accomplishing that goal. Things have happened where it's always a learning process, right? You complete a goal, but when is it ever 100% what you want it to be? There's always going to be that extra little thing that you're like, oh, I could have done that. But if you stop and really feel the gratitude for what you have done, you will get filled up and then you're ready for the next cycle. So what is the next cycle? As Jan Joy asks, going to the next level. Well, guess what? After step 5, new horizons, the wheel turns and you start at step 1 again. So this is a spiral. This isn't like a linear path where you hit your goal and then that's it. You start actually going around the circle again and you revisit your purpose as a harpist because you've changed. Something has happened by going through the cycle once. Something usually extremely dramatic has happened and you have whole new horizons open up to you. So you get to start at step 1 again, but at a new octave, right? At spiral 2, as we call it in the circle, because you're changed and you're ready for something new. You're ready for the new challenge. And it's by revisiting your purpose that you get to go to that next level, as you say, Jan. Yeah. So, all right. So Mia is asking, how do you join the Harp Circle? Well, we have a website. It is joinaharpcircle.com. And I think Jillian might have posted a link. There it is right there. Yes, www.joinharpcircle.com. So go on over there. You're going to hear from a lot of the harpists who are already in our circle and hear about their experiences. So you'll already get to meet some of our dear members. So yeah, we have members who have already gone through the first spiral and they're about to hit the second spiral very soon. And they will also be able to mentor our new members. One of the best ways to learn something is to teach something. And so having taught for, 23, 24 years now, I'm really grateful for all the time that I spend teaching because it makes me a far better musician. So with our current members, for those who feel called, I am so excited for them to be mentoring the newer members because it gives the new members, of course, fabulous insight, but it also gives our Spiral 2 members, our founding members, the chance to get way deeper on the material by teaching it themselves in some ways. So, and then Johnny says, can we wait until after this program to join? Do you mean after this very Facebook Live? We will be open until July 15th for registration on that page. So you have until July 15th to get in. Another great question, Karen, is one spiral the first 6 months? Yes. So we release the trainings on each of these steps and the elements on a monthly basis. And so what that looks like is step 1 gets released on month 1 on the first week. Then the second week, we get to talk about an overview of the elements. And then we have a live Q&A on the third week. And on the fourth week, it's just a summary of what we've done. So it's super clean and super concise. These Facebook Lives, I love them. They're so fun and energetic and dynamic, freeform. The trainings are very concise and organized. You do not have to wade through an hour of material to find the points that we're working on. And since many of you have watched these introductory Facebook Lives, you already have a working knowledge of, that there are 5 steps and that there are 5 elements. So you're kind of hitting the ground running, I have to say. So we release that material on a monthly cycle, and it ends up being 6 months because we don't want to release it all at once. I know myself, if I came into a membership program and everything was right there, I would probably plow through everything in 1 month and burn out. So we really want to give people time to digest this material. It's really, really concise. Like our trainings only add up to 1 hour per month total because all of the trainings are so pithy. So we want to not overwhelm people and give people the chance to really digest what's going on. For each of these steps, define your purpose as a harpist. You have a whole month to mull over that. That may seem like ages, but when you're in it, it's like, wow, the time does fly because many of us have never thought about it before. So it takes 6 months to go through that foundation, and every month though is very, very full of value. So it doesn't mean like at the end of 6 months finally you know something. No, every month you're learning very important things. And Kate is asking, can you speak about the total vision you have for Bright Knowledge Harp Circle? Yeah, Kate, great question, a big question. Okay, so many of you know my story that I, from a young age, knew I wanted to be a musician from about 8 years old when I started piano. But I had horrendous performance anxiety, and it kicked in very, very young, younger than most students that I've had. It was full blown at a young age, and nonetheless, I just struggled through it, and it was torture, but I just kept on going. And finally, I couldn't take it anymore, and I quit music 100% for 4 years. And it was a very sad thing for me, but I just couldn't take it anymore. And so I had to live through those years. And I would hear piano and I would just cry, even if it was like in an elevator and they're playing some dreadful music. So yeah, it was not a good thing. And I was out with my mom one evening and she said, "What happened to you and the piano?" And at that point I was like, I just couldn't take it, the pressure anymore, and anyway, I'm too old now. Of course, I was 21 years old at the time, but I felt like that was too old. Now oh God. But anyway, she planted a seed where I was like, maybe I can get back in. And I started slowly clawing my way back into music. And Bright Knowledge Harp Circle is the result of all that, the result of all my struggles and my teaching, so that now, I perform all the time. And I have taught many harpists to move beyond performance anxiety. I mean, I have some incredible stories of harpists who have never been able to play for anybody in their lives, and now they're doing public performances. So the Bright Knowledge Harp Circle is the system behind all of that. Because I don't think these experiences that I have are unique to me. I know they're not, because I've taught other people how to work through them. And I think it's really important to have a system to hold on to, because I had the luxury of being in music full time and experimenting in a million different directions with many different students and many different collaborators. So, you know, I've had so much experience in that way, and I've been able to boil it down to this system that is so concise and would take, I think, if you weren't working on music full time, I just think it wouldn't be possible to put together a system like this. So what this does is really save you so much time by focusing really on what's important. At the very heart of everything, you know, as you can see here, is your harp vision. That is the star at the center of everything. So my vision is that everybody has something musical to say. And I want to bring that out, because I believe that when people come back to themselves and communicate what it is they really have to say, communicate their purpose, the world is a far better place. I mean, it's a big mission, right, that we have here at Bright Knowledge Harp Circle. And that's what it is. I have to say, we have a radical mission of changing the world one harpist at a time and empowering every harpist. So that's the total vision, part of the total vision, I would say, of the Bright Knowledge Harp Circle. Let me know if that answers it. Yeah. So a good question from Mary. Would you suggest joining the Harp Circle if a person is new to the harp, just learning? Mary, I do think it will work for you if you have a teacher. So Bright Knowledge Harp Circle works beautifully if you have a teacher. But if you're starting from scratch with the harp, we're not actually teaching you fingering and hand positions and things like that. We're teaching you a system of learning that helps you identify what you want to play, then how to set goals around that, and then how to actually arrange your practice so that it happens, so that your goals are followed through on and made real in the world. So we work really well in tandem with your teacher. In fact, we have at least one teacher-student combo in our circle, where both the teacher and the student are in our circle. So, Mary, it's absolutely fine and wonderful to join the circle if you're new to the harp, but you must have a teacher. So, and then Kate says, once we learn your method, do you see it continuing on? Yes, actually it is continuing on. Yeah, we get to go deeper and deeper. Because music is such a lifelong journey, there's always more depth to mine in a way, or amplify, and that's what we're working on right now with Spiral 2, is going deeper into the same material but on a whole new level. So once you get the foundation after the 6 months, which is so valuable in itself, then you get to work on an even deeper level. So it does continue on. Yeah. And Larry says, yeah. Very cute. Lovely. And then Masayo, after 6 months, do you join a new group? The older group, Spiral 2, as we call them, so they're moving on to the second spiral, they will get their own material, special material, because it's building on the foundation. And then they always have access to the foundational material for review and things like that. In terms of the new members, they have access to the foundation because they're learning the foundation. And then after the 6 months, they can join the second spiral. In the secret Facebook group, everybody is in there, because we really believe in the ecosystem model where, just as with an ecosystem, different levels actually fertilize each other. So our foundational members who already know the system get a chance to mentor the new members, and the new members will be asking questions that are sparking thoughts in the foundational members. So everybody is learning from each other. So in the secret Facebook group, you will see everybody will be in there. So it's not a new group. It's one circle. We have one circle, not two circles, one. Just in terms of the trainings, once you go to the more advanced trainings, that's only after the 6 months. And then Richard asks, are the instructional sessions live or released as online videos that can be viewed later, or both? The instructional sessions are pre-recorded so that you can watch them at any time. Not only are they video, they come as audio as well. So exactly the same training video, but just audio form. So say you want to go walking or you're driving, you don't want to actually watch the video, you can hear it. Because you know, if you're like me, you just have to grab any moment for practice that you can. And there's a few minutes here, a few minutes there, you pop in the audio and do something else. We also have word-for-word transcriptions of every single training. And so those can either be printed out and you can take them with you wherever you are, traveling, say, or just download them on your device and read them. We can actually read faster than we can hear the spoken word. So the transcriptions are a wonderful way of reviewing things. And the transcriptions look very much like the workbook, which I hope you've downloaded actually, because it gives you a good overview of the whole system. So it reminds you what the steps and the elements are, and gives you the beautiful infographic that I've been showing you of what the system looks like. So it's right there. And so you can download this for free, the harpcircleworkbook.com. Yes, I spelled it right. And yeah. I love this workbook because it really gives you it's thought-provoking, and it gives you a good sense of the system so that you can come right in and literally hit the ground running. So, and then the only thing that's live, Richard, are the live Q&As. So once a month we do a live Q&A, and that's totally within the group and totally confidential. And it happens outside of Facebook. It's on a platform called Zoom. So if you don't happen to do Facebook, Zoom is just our wonderful alternative there. And that's where I answer your questions live, like this, except you can come on video with me and we turn on your mic if you want. And so we're speaking to each other and we can all see each other. It's a very, very cool platform. You might have seen it on Virtual Harp Summit during the social hours. So, but again, this is closed. This is not a public thing. The live Q&A is only for members and it stays within the circle. That happens live, and then it's filmed and you can watch it later if you can't make it live. Now, if you have a question that you want to ask me for the live video and you know you can't make it, then you just submit the question. And there's somewhere on our Bright Knowledge Harp Circle website where it's like, submit a question for the live Q&A, and I answer it on air for you. So that is live, but you don't have to come live to get the benefits of it. Yeah. So let's see. Messiah is asking, what is the one-on-one session used for usually? To refine your plan and progress? I don't imagine it will be a harp lesson. So what Messiah is referring to is if you join Bright Knowledge Harp Circle for 1 year, you actually get 2 months free and you get a one-on-one with me. Now, during the one-on-one, that can actually be used, yes, to refine your practice plan, to review your progress, and it can actually be used in any way that is most useful to you. So, for instance, if there is a technique issue that's really tripping you up, I can help you with that. Now, if you have a teacher, then your teacher can help you with that. And then I recommend really focusing on the Bright Knowledge Harp Circle material with me, since your teacher can talk about the technique. But it's certainly not off the table if there is a technique issue going on, because technique is one of my specialties. Okay. And I don't know if I was clear. If you sign up for the year, you do get the one-on-one with me, as well as two free months. It's a pretty fun deal. Yeah. So I'm just scrolling through the comments. We have so much great stuff. Let's see. Thank you so much for these questions. They're great. Is the Bright Knowledge Harp Circle for beginners? How often do you connect with the members? Do you have to be present on a certain day of the week or the month? Great questions. You do not have to be present for any minute at all. I know how life is. And so Bright Knowledge Harp Circle works 100% online. You do not have to do anything at a certain time or place. So it's completely flexible in that way. Other questions that you have, how often do you connect with the members? Truth be told, I connect every day. I come into our private secret group. So it's an absolutely highest security Facebook group. You can't find it in any search. Because I know many people have concerns about privacy these days, and so we chose the highest level of security. So actually, in order to join our Facebook group, you would first become friends with me, and then I bring you into the group. It's very, very private. So I come in there every day, and we talk about all of this every day. You know, so besides the live Q&A, you do get a lot of questions answered on a daily basis. So I have a lot of fun in there. Is it for beginners? No, not at all. Beginners are always welcome. We have many professionals in there. And in fact, if you join, you will recognize some of the harpists who are our members and are getting amazing results in their own professional careers and creativity because of what they're doing with us and the work that they're putting into it. You know, we provide the system and then we hold your hand. But we want to say, you know, you need to show gratitude to yourself for doing the work. And we're on step 5 right now, fulfillment. And that's where we just want to say kudos to you guys for doing this work and reaping the benefits. So yeah, Bright Knowledge Harp Circle is for all levels because it's a system. Again, we're not actually teaching people how to play the harp, you know, close hands and, you know, where's your elbow sort of thing. Much as I love that. No, it's a system that is what we call evergreen. It works forever and it works at all levels. Okay. So, yeah. And Kate says, I've been a member for 6 months, and though I haven't been able to participate as much as I would like, right, life happens, I find it very inspirational and hope to be much more involved now. I plan to review the foundation steps as I do the second level. Yes, absolutely, Kate. This works beautifully, reviewing the foundation and then going up to the next level. So Gloria is asking, how much does it cost? It is $45 a month. And then if you join at the year option, it is $450. You get 2 free months as a result, and then you get a one-on-one with me as well. So $45 a month, I feel really good about offering that price. I know it's a low price. The thing is, you know, I really, as with Virtual Harp Summit, want to make this accessible. It's not possible for me to teach everybody one-on-one. And that would end up being extremely expensive as well. And we can all learn this system together. And actually, I feel learn it in a deeper way because we're such a powerful community and getting all the different insights together. So yeah, I feel really good that it's at this lower rate, because part of our mission at Bright Knowledge Academy as a whole is to make the harp accessible. I know it's an expensive instrument, right? And a lot of people are locked out of the harping world because of this issue. So we generally keep our prices, keep it very, very low. Yes, so it's $45 a month. And then if you want to go for the whole year option, that would be $450 for the year. And so Marcy has already joined the Harp Circle, but went, yeah, Marcy, you went back to the registration page. You went back to joinharpcircle.com. That is not the login area. The login area is different. So Jillian will take care of you for that. Yeah, joinharpcircle.com is where you get all the information about Bright Knowledge Harp Circle, where you can read the experiences of all our harpists, and that's where you can sign up. But then when you actually want to log into our special website, which is actually brand new designed and super cool, that's a different address. So, and Marcy, I am excited to start working with you. So yeah, I think Jillian is helping you right now in the comments. Cool. Yeah. Fabulous. And then Carla says, is there a culminating program for those who are excelling and want to share their adventures using your system? That would be helpful so we can cheer each other on. And, you know, it's a membership program. So that means Bright Knowledge Harp Circle is ongoing. And so within the circle, you know, we're building this fabulous community and cheering each other on. So yeah, I would say now for the Spiral 2 members, they have built on their foundation. They're about to move out of that initial phase and culminate into Spiral 2 and cheer each other on. Yeah. So. Oh, Mary, you just joined. A gift for myself. Yeah, thank you, Mary. And I really, really look forward to helping you with your harp dreams. This is the place. Yeah. And then Carla says, I mean like a spotlight or something. Yeah, you know, a lot of our members, they do get to know each other quite well. I mean, I would say a lot of our members do get spotlighted within our circle. And in addition, this is, it's related. We have a harp buddy system where we can also pair you up with another harpist within our group, and you guys can help each other out on a very one-to-one basis, almost like accountability buddies. I mean, of course, you have all of us watching, you know, all the time and making sure everybody feels seen and heard. So there's that accountability. And then sometimes people like to have just a special harp buddy. And so there's a little application form that you fill out, and it's free. It's part of our program. And we pair you up with who we believe is the right person. And it was so funny when I did this. I did some pairings, and the members wrote back and they said, it's so funny. I actually have been in touch one-on-one with that other member. So the energy had been so apparent between them that, yeah, just a lot of sweet things. Yeah. So Carla, yeah, how you get the Harp Buddy is within the Bright Knowledge Harp Circle. Once you join, we have an application form. It's a very short form. And we look everything over, and I sit there and I'm like, who is a good buddy for this person? And then I figure all of that out. So that's how I do it. Yeah. Anita, do you need to have a webcam to be in the program? No, you don't. You can, if you want to, for instance, come on our live Q&A and have your camera on, you can just join by phone and you will show up if you have a smartphone, and you will show up on screen. Now, if you don't want that, you can turn the camera function off, or if you don't have a smartphone or do any of that kind of stuff, all good too. You don't need a webcam. Ah, hey, Deepak, Deepak, I'm so happy to see you. Deepak, let me embarrass you. This is someone I would really consider a mentor, an absolute master of Hindustani music, bansuri player. I know you're blushing. And he really changed my life. And I'm going to see you next month when we practice for the Hildegard von Bingen Ordo Virtutum, considered by many to be the first opera. Hildegard von Bingen was an incredible visionary woman. She was an abbess. She founded her own abbey. She was an incredible composer, herbalist, diplomat, all sorts of things, spiritual leader of the highest order. And so me and Deepak, 10 years ago now, did a program together where it was Hildegard mixed with Hindustani music. But before that even, I had met Deepak. He was showing me about Hindustani music and really giving me a lot of confidence to improvise. You know, I was kind of thrown in with the lions, you know, with the giants. And I got a chance to learn from the best. So, Deepak, I'm honored. Love ya. Yeah. So super excited to see you next month. Yay! Oh. So, Kate, will you let us know the details of your Hildegard performance? Yes, absolutely. So, I should put on my goals to update my website, because I think my website, who knows the last time I went there. Definitely, they will be happening all over the Bay Area, Berkeley, San Francisco. And bye, Deepak. So great to see you. So yeah, it's, I should post them on our website, my website. Yeah. Thank you, Kate, for reminding me. And, I really want to be a harpist. I love this. I can't wait to join the course. Yeah, welcome, Melissa. Now, I think you're coming in from Athens. Is that right? Yeah. Hello from Athens. Yes. So I grew up on the island of Cyprus for all of high school. I lived with a family who only spoke Greek. So I speak Cypriot Greek. Melissa. Yeah, welcome. Yay. So let's see. Any questions I should answer right this second? I'm trying to read and answer at the same time. So let's see. How about, I think I've answered most of the questions. Yeah. Oh, this is an interesting point. Yes. Anya says, as a yoga teacher for 45 years, I have students who always stop after an asana, which is a pose, a yoga pose, to assimilate what their body has done, to get that information to their brain. It's hard to stop and take it all in, but so good. Now I see the point of doing that with the harp as well. Thank you, Anya. As you know, I am a huge yoga fan, and a lot of what I have learned from yoga I have brought to the harp, and vice versa, because as with your harping, so with your life, which is one of my mantras. So yeah, stopping in a pose and actually assimilating. And further, I'd like to amplify that with the gratitude factor. So in step 5, which is fulfillment, we meditate in gratitude upon ourselves. So there's a feeling of goodness. When we actually work that step in the circle, we go deeper than this. But the gist of it is that you're building up this good energy, this positive energy. So not only are you stopping and assimilating, which is a little bit of step 4 in our system, integration. Step 5 amplifies that with the gratitude factor and the happiness, the joy, right? The basis of motivation is joy. So yeah, thank you, Anya. I certainly have learned a lot about music through yoga. So I really appreciate that you are a yoga teacher. Yeah. So let's see. let's go back to one more time. Gratitude, filling your well of creativity and resilience. Step 5 is fulfillment, and our goal with fulfillment is to feel the gratitude so that we build up our well that we draw from for creativity on the one hand and resilience on the other. And it's a very important step because it preps us to also go to our new horizons, which is revisiting step 1, but at a higher octave, at a more, I don't want to use the word advanced level, but it is on a deeper level, I would say. The reason I don't like advanced, there's sort of this judgmental vibe about it, because wherever you are right now is exactly where you need to be. So let me, Melissa's speaking to me in Greek a little bit. Πολύ ωραία. Ευχαριστώ. So let me just sort of take the temperature of the room a little bit. How do you feel maybe on a scale of 1 to 5 in gratitude for yourself? Do you take time to make that happen? Do you pause and fill up your well? So 1 would be, no, I don't. I just barrel on to the next thing. And then 5 is, no, I really do take time, even if it's micro doses, to pause and fill up again. So where are you on that? So 1 is I don't take that time. 5 is I very much do. And Dawn says, would you say Bright Knowledge Harp Circle helps change other areas in your life along with the harping? Well, I'm wondering if any current members would like to jump in and say what they think about that. I would certainly say it does help change other areas. I mean, I do hear that a lot within the circle. And I think it'd be fun if we hear from some members here about how Bright Knowledge Harp Circle also helps with other areas in your life, because as with your harping, so with your life. So yeah, I'm seeing some numbers coming in terms of how people are feeling in terms of their own gratitude. Mary is a 1. Oh, you have to give yourself some more love there, Mary. Yeah. And we would love to hold your hand with that and encourage you to do that. And then Kate, yeah, some room for giving yourself that gratitude and filling up that well of creativity and resilience. Nicole is a 3 in the middle. Gloria needs to do it a bit more. Yep. Mary's a 3. Karen is a 1 to 2. Yeah. Really, seriously, guys, this step 5 is a real step. The reason I added it is I saw the need. Not only for myself, but for other people, not stopping and doing this crucial step and really burning out. I think this is one of the big reasons people burn out on a harp, even though they love it and they want to do it, but their well is dry. And then Marcy said 3, not taking enough time. I like this concept. Yep, we got to take the time. Yeah. And then Elizabeth, 3, working towards a 5. Yes. Yeah. And then we have some of our dear members, Megan. Oh my, yes, indeed. I'm so happy to hear that Bright Knowledge Harp Circle is helping you, with other areas of your life. Because seriously, I know this is the 3rd time I'm saying it, but I find it so true, as with your harping, so with your life. So sometimes the harp can be like a microcosm to look at, what are the other areas of my life where this same thing is happening? I'm not giving myself gratitude, or I'm living my life without really thinking about my purpose. Or I've set a bunch of goals that are just a bunch of facts and they're horribly boring and I'm not motivated to do them. And besides, there's somebody else's goal. This kind of stuff, Yeah. And Richard is saying sometimes on a micro basis, but not often enough in terms of your gratitude. I'm 3 out of 5 on the gratitude. Yeah. So this is something where people really have great room for improvement. And so Mikan is amplifying this a little bit more. Being clear on heart purpose leads to being clear on life purpose and how you live. Yeah, very much so. Very much so. Thank you. So I'd love to, leave you guys with maybe a little bit of an exercise to after we say goodbye. Is it possible to just stop for 5 minutes and start filling up your well of gratitude about yourself? So again, I want it to be about you. I don't want it to be about, I'm lucky because I have these external things and all these other things we should be grateful for. I know that. That's a different practice though. This practice is about building up your internal well. So can you dedicate 5 minutes to doing that? I know that can seem like a long time in our busy lives, but just try it on for size. Try it on and see how it works for you. So again, where you can find out about how to register is joinharpcircle.com. And if you feel that there are other harpists out there who would benefit from this program, please do share this Facebook Live with them and also this address so they can check it out and see if it resonates with them, if it feels like a good fit for them. So joinharpcircle.com. And as always, I recommend that you download the workbook, harpcircleworkbook.com. It just literally gets you on the same page as all of the foundational members. It doesn't show you the nuts and bolts of it gives you some ideas and some tips to give you some direction. So it's not a replacement for the circle, but it does really give you a running jump. So Esme says, I love doing my purpose for the harp. It did change my life when I realized I wanted to sing and accompany myself with harp instead of trying to just play and getting performance anxiety over that. I just had my 3rd singing lesson with harp lesson for the singing teacher, Bartert. Oh, how cool. So you're teaching your singing teacher how to play harp and they're teaching you singing. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh, I'm so pleased to hear that. Yeah, we have a lot of wonderful stories in our circle like this. So, yeah, Jillian is just, helping us out here. Download the Harp Circle workbook. So it's actually a free download. www.harpcircleworkbook.com. So, we're almost at the top of the hour. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me right now about either step 5, which is fulfillment, or the Bright Knowledge Harp Circle? Let me know. And it's been super fun, as always, hanging out with you guys. Yeah. So it's a wonderful community that we have. And within our community in Bright Knowledge Harp Circle, we're always holding a really high standard of kindness, confidentiality. It's a place where you can really experiment, try things on for size, and see how they work for you. There are often few opportunities in life to take risks, right? And it's by taking risks that we grow. But, we fear taking a risk and it not working out, the consequences being, scary. But within our circle, the consequences are nothing. We're here to support you. So it's really a safe space to grow. Yeah. Oh, Nicole said she just joined. Yeah, Nicole, I really look forward to working with you and finding out what your journey is. Yeah, everybody's goals are different. And that's another thing I love about the harp. We want to really support that. There's room for everybody. We can all lift each other up as harpists. We are not in competition with each other. In fact, I feel like the more harpists, the better. Yeah, yeah. So Kate asked, would you please post the workbook site one more time? Yes. Here it is. harpcircleworkbook.com. And that's Jillian right there, our community manager. Thank you, Jillian. Always at the helm there. Always at the helm. Yeah. So any last questions, please let me know. And on Thursday, I have a final little treat. I will do a Facebook Live and bring on some of our dear members to say what their experience is like in the Harp Circle. So be doing it a little bit different style, trying to bring on several people at once. So a new tech challenge for me. We'll see how that goes. So you'll be able to meet them and see the amazingly lovely people that we have. So, yep, remember your assignment today? The 5 minutes. The 5 minutes of gratitude after this, coming right up. And yeah, Marcy, you're so welcome. I'm really looking forward to this with you as well. You know, it's a different journey for everybody, and it's a beautiful thing. So today was about step 5, celebrate yourself, how to fill your well of creativity and confidence. And then, of course, we've been answering questions of Bright Knowledge Harp Circle. You can continue to ask questions in the comments below, even after this Facebook Live, and I will be reading through them later and be able to answer them as text. So, yeah, thank you guys. It's just been wonderful. I'm so honored to share this with you. It's a sacred journey that we're all on together, and I feel very fulfilled with you. So until next time, bye.